My HOA Karen gave me 30 days to demolish my beautiful koi pond, calling it a disgusting puddle and hitting me with massive daily fines. She thought I was just some quiet neighbor she could bully. What she didn't know is that I'm a senior biologist for the state with the power to declare ecological emergencies. So, I used my authority to do the one thing that would destroy her. I officially declared her perfect, prize-winning lawn a noxious invasive species and legally forced her to tear up every single blade of grass. This is the story of how my fish won a war. All I ever wanted was a little slice of peace. My backyard was my sanctuary, and the heart of it was my koi pond. It wasn't just a hole with water. It was a meticulously designed ecosystem. Crystal clear water, filtered through a natural bog. I'd built myself, flowed over smooth river stones. Beneath the surface, my prized koi, fish I'd raised for years, swam like living jewels of ruby and pearl. In a neighborhood of identical beige houses and monotonous green lawns, my pond was my rebellion, a small patch of vibrant life. That's likely why it drew the attention of Brenda, the HOA president. Brenda ruled our cul-de-sac with an iron fist and a laminated copy of the bylaws. Her own yard was her fortress, a carpet of unnaturally green Kentucky bluegrass, so perfect it looked like it was rendered by a computer. One afternoon, she marched onto my property without invitation, clipboard in hand, and pointed a trembling finger at my sanctuary. "What is that?" she sneered, the word that dripping with disgust. I explained it was a koi pond. "It's an eyesore and a violation of Ordinance 7B for regarding unnatural landscape modifications," she declared, though I knew for a fact the bylaw was about building sheds, not ponds. I calmly told her it was a self-contained ecosystem that actually attracted beneficial local wildlife. She wasn't listening. "It has to go," she snapped. "Demolish it. You have 30 days, or the fines start." The official notice arrived a week later. It was even worse than she'd threatened. A fine of $200 per day, starting in 30 days, until the violation was rectified. My peaceful sanctuary was now a source of crippling financial anxiety. I tried to appeal, presenting a folder full of research on the ecological benefits of my pond at the next HOA meeting. Brenda and her board dismissed it out of hand. "We are a community of standards, Mark," she said smugly. "Not a swamp." That was the moment she pushed me too far. She thought she was dealing with Mark, the quiet neighbor. She was about to meet Dr. Mark Jensen, senior ecologist for the State Environmental Protection Division. That night, I didn't sleep. I researched. Brenda's precious lawn, her symbol of suburban perfection, was POA pratensis, commonly known as Kentucky bluegrass. It's beautiful, yes, but it is also a non-native species. It requires immense amounts of water, fertilizer, and pesticides to maintain, choking out native flora and contributing to chemical runoff. In the eyes of an ecologist, her lawn wasn't just fake, it was an aggressor. It was, technically, an invasive species. And I had the authority to do something about it that I spent the next 2 days drafting the most beautiful document of my entire career. On official State Environmental Protection Division letterhead, I wrote a formal ecological complaint. I detailed the excessive water usage of POA pratensis in a drought-prone region, cited the documented chemical runoff from her property that was polluting the nearby drainage basin, and classified her lawn as a Category 2 non-native invasive species. I concluded with an official order for complete mechanical and chemical abatement. In layman's terms, the lawn had to die that I hand-delivered it myself. Brenda opened the door with a triumphant smirk, assuming I was there to beg. The smirk faded as she saw the official government seal on the envelope. Her face went from confused to pale to a shade of furious red as she read the words, "Order to remove invasive flora." She looked up at me, sputtering. "You can't do this." "I can, Brenda," I said calmly, pointing to my signature and title on the bottom of the order. As a state ecologist, I'm obligated to act on environmental threats. Your fines against my self-sustaining, native species-friendly pond are hereby nullified, as it constitutes an ecological benefit. However, your lawn is a liability. You have 14 days to begin removal, or you'll face state-level fines of $1,000 a day. Have a wonderful afternoon. The sight of a landscaping crew tearing up her perfect lawn, square foot by miserable square foot, was a kind of poetry. My koi continued to swim peacefully, blissfully unaware that they had just won a war.